What the flock?
What the fuck?
Hello, I'm Dennis.
I'm Andrew.
And we are the Crafty Lumberjacks. Welcome back to HGTV Handmade. We've always wanted a flocked Christmas tree.
But we don't have room in our apartment to store it, so we've never been able to have one.
But today we're gonna try to make a flocked Christmas tree on a piece of wood. So we pre-drew our tree out on a piece of plywood. This is 2 feet by 4 feet. We want to go with a retro inspired kind of classic triangular tree.
Yep, and then we freehand drew some swoops of light. And we just put dots where we're gonna put the Christmas lights, and they're about 1 inch apart, and we're actually gonna drill holes through them and then thread the lights through at the end. We're just going to take a marker and we're just gonna go over the dots just so they're nice and easy to find when we're drilling.
I got
Oh,
nothing.
you got it all over.
Oh no. Oh, I see, because I've been spotted. Here
He
you go.
blocked it up. He blocked it up.
I did. Now that we have our lights marked out with the Sharpie, we're just gonna cover it with a bit of painter's tape, just to kind of help prevent the wood from splintering.
I'm gonna start going over it again, just tracing the dot out again, just so it's super easy to find. Here, you wanna switch?
Sure.
Okay. I'm really blind. That's how I get him to do all the work.
You can't see super well, just kind of lift up the tape a little bit and cheat and kind of see where the dot goes and just do your best. All right, now that we have all our markings done, we are going to drill our holes out on a piece of sacrificial wood just so we don't go through the floor, and we drill holes in our floor and then we don't get our security deposit back.
Yes. Now, for a standard Christmas light size, you want a drill bit that's 7/32. Is that how you say it? 730 seconds.
You were supposed to look at it. You find the center of your marking, and then we're just gonna slowly drill through the wood.
Oh, like butter, vegan butter.
If you don't have a friend or a buddy to help you, you can use your knee or kind of clamp this wood down just so it doesn't pull up every time you're drilling.
Lucky you, I'm here. You're welcome.
At least he's doing something.
I'm working
you know?
really hard. I'm working hard.
Getting a sweat on you.
Back to work.
All right. Oh gosh.
All right. So now we're gonna peel off the painter's tape.
Beautiful. Now that we have our holes drilled out,
We're going to sand everything down with some 220 grit sandpaper.
all right, so we're gonna start prepping the tree for the flocking. We're gonna outline the tree with a bit of painter's tape. Then we're gonna use some brown paper to cover up all the other areas of the wood that we don't want to get any flocking or spray adhesive on.
Now, just to make things easier, we're just gonna tuck in the edges of the brown paper and tape it to the back. So this is what flocking fibers looks like. It kind of looks like dryer lint.
And we're gonna do this process about 3 times just so that we can get the desired look that we want for our tree.
Yes, and the process is we're gonna spray adhesive, we're going to sift the flock on, then we're gonna press it.
Knock off any excess flock, wait a little bit, and then repeat.
For our last round of flocking, we pressed it out and then we tapped it off, and then we added 1 more round of sifting the flocking fiber right over it. We're gonna let it set, we're gonna let the spray adhesive dry out. We're not gonna touch it for an hour.
Yes, resist touching it because you're gonna
Yes.
want to touch it because it looks so soft and fluffy, but do not touch it. We also, because we're adding the Christmas lights and making it kind of like a 3-dimensional flock tree, we wanted to add a base, a stand for our tree, and a star. We cut this out of balsa wood using a craft knife,
Yep.
and we're gonna use the same technique to flock this as we did with the tree with the red flocking powder.
All right, we let it set for an hour. Now we're gonna carefully take away the paper and then slowly take off the painter's tape. She looks
Oh,
great.
Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree.
So velvety.
How lovely are your
Branches.
All right, and our base and our star are dry as well. And we're just gonna tack that on with a little bit of putty. You can, of course, glue that on with hot glue or craft glue. Because our holes are exactly the right size, the lights just kind of fit right in there. What? I'm so short, and Andrew's so tall.
It's true. The tall and the small.
Yes. So this, you only get my eyes. But the lights kind of pop right in there. If you want, of course, you can add a little bit of glue. Here we go.
You ready?
The big reveal.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, she's beautiful.
All right.
Well, we love the way it turned
Yeah.
out. The flocking took a little longer than expected,
Yeah.
but we love the velvety texture. Of course, you can do the same kind of concept using paint.
Yes, and you know what they say?
I don't.
Those who flock together.
Should leave a comment below, give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Happy holidays.